Design, and welcome to Throwback Thursday. This is a little weekly series that I do here on my channel where I dig back into my stash of older retired papers and I make something fresh and new. All this year in 2022, we are working with Graphic 45's Time to Flourish calendar collection, and we're making a monthly desk folio using each month's paper. So it's time for us to do our July folio. And this is what we are making. I'll just show you very quickly. This is a super pretty one for July, bringing in those deep, rich summer colors. This is an easel card, so it stands upright. It's 6 by 6. It has a little side pocket that I'll show you in a minute. But on the front, I've just clustered up from the 12 by 12 and the 8 by 8 pad, this beautiful raspberry sentiment and the July ledger page, along with some stickers, some Prima flowers, some ribbon from my stash, the little chipboards, a cute little watering can charm, and this beautiful bee charm. So, and this is a Renee Bouquet's printed beautiful board. I think she's called Flower Girl or Flower Girl. Anyway, so that's that. Down here on the pocket, I've added in a little key, some buttons from my stash, more Prima flowers, and a little postage stamp. On the inside, on these flaps, I've got a little tuck spot for this tag trio that goes right in here. And then this is from the 8 by 8. We've got this row of postage stamps and this little journaling tag. So places to add journaling, places to add photos. Down here in this pocket, here's the 4 by 4 from the 12 by 12 pad. You can put a photo on the back of that. Here is the ledger page from the 12 by 12. You can do journaling and a photo on the back of that. And of course, you can fit more photos inside the pocket. Then this little hidden side pocket pulls out. This is a 5.5 by 5.5 folio. Again, you can put photo or journaling on the cover. And then on the inside, we've got this cute little flip element. I've held it together with a paper clip. This pulls out like this. And on the back, you've got room for a couple of small photos. You can do journaling here. And then this opens out this large flap and pocket. So you can tuck photo mats in here. In fact, I might cut some from my scraps and just stick them in there. And then this is on the top. So you've got lots of room for goodies here. Then down here, we've got another pocket, and we've got a little wee tag. I think this is supposed to be, yes, this is tucked on the back side of that paper clip. And then just some little cut apart elements from the 8 by 8 pad that live in this pocket. And then the whole thing tucks into the side pocket. So let me just get this put away and we'll get started. You're going to need, from your papers, both sheets from the 8 by 8 pad, both of the July sheets from the 8 by 8. You're going to need both of the July sheets from the 12 by 12, and we use pretty much all of this. And then you're going to need the stickers. You're going to use, hold on, let me find the stickers that we're going to use on this. How does your garden grow? You're going to use this little blue border. You're going to use, there's a green border piece that you're going to use. And, oh yes, and then this strawberry tag. So all of those are going to be used from this sticker sheet. All right, and then from the chipboard, you're going to get the Everything for the Grower, the strawberries, and the Seeds That Grow tag. Those three you're going to need. Then from your stash of cardstock, you're going to need one sheet of 8.5 by 11 65-pound cream cardstock. You're going to need, I go ahead and I do 3 sheets just to make sure. 3 sheets of 110-pound teal and 3 sheets of 110-pound. This is kind of a brick red. I felt like it went really well with the vintage colors in the collection. So that's what you're going to need from your stash. The first thing I want you to do is, using that brick red cardstock, you're going to cut two 8.5 by 6 inch panels. And we're going to overlap these. I'm placing adhesive down the side, and those of you who've done this before, you can move ahead. But you never know when there's someone new. And by the way, you can find all of these calendar tutorials on my Throwback Thursday playlist on my YouTube channel. So we overlap this about 1/4 of an inch. And then I just usually like to tap it. Make sure it's straight. You want your edges to be even. All right, and then we just burnish that down to spread out that glue and really seal everything. All right, we're going to, place this long panel on your scoring tool, and you're going to score at 3, you're going to score at 6, you're going to score at 6 1/4, then you're going to fold, and you're going to score again at 6. Then place this final 6 inch scored line on your cutting tool at 2.5 and trim. All right. So we know this pocket is 2.5 inches deep. That's going to be our inside pocket. So we're going to take this little scrap that we just cut off, and we're going to trim it just a tick below 2.5. And then we're going to trim this into 2 1-inch panels. And these are going to be the gussets for our pocket. So you can score these in half. I'm going to use my scoring tool because this is fairly heavy cardstock. And you're going to put that 1-inch side on your scoring tool and just score. So why do we use gussets? Those of you who follow me know why we use gussets. For those of you who are new, I'll just say that gussets are an easy way to make a pocket. So you fold on that 9, burnish that. Gussets give you the entire width of a pocket. If you place adhesive on a pocket, you're going to lose anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch of the width of your pocket. Gussets allow you to use the entire width. So place your adhesive. You see I've folded it. The folded edge goes on the outside edge of your pocket. And I just use my finger to make sure everything is lined up nice and straight. You don't want the gusset to show outside the pocket, but you do want it right up against the edge. I'll just show you that again. All right, and then come in with your adhesive. Place it on the top half of that little folded gusset. And fold. Burnish it down. And there you have your pocket. So now go ahead, fold on all your scored lines and burnish. And there's your easel card base. Very simple. So you want to cut from your turquoise or your teal a piece that is just slightly larger than 5 3/4 inches square. Don't glue that down yet, just set it aside. We'll get to that in a bit. For your pocket liner, you want to cut a piece that is just slightly larger than 5 3/4 by 2 1/4. Glue that down on the face of your pocket, just like this. All right. Open your card. This is 5 3/4 by 5. We don't have to go all the way down to 5 3/4 because this is going to go inside this pocket. So we're just going to slide this over those gussets. And line it up. Looks Pretty good. All right. And then on the top, you're going to need 2 pieces that are cut just slightly larger than 5 3/4 and slightly taller than 2 3/4. And these are going to go on the top. All right. Now, fold your card. Bring in a piece of 6 1/4 by 6 3/4 inch cream cardstock. This is that 65-pound, and you're going to score a 1/2 inch flap on the left, a 1/2 inch flap on the top, and a 1/2 inch flap on the bottom. This is going to be our little hidden pocket. Come in with your scissors and trim out these corners. Now, because I'm right-handed, I want my opening on the right-hand side of my card. If you're left-handed, you probably want the opening on the left-hand side of your card. So if you're right-handed like me, you're going to fold this like this, all right, and turn it face up so that your opening is on the right. Does that make sense? Place your card on top of it and just flip it over. And now you know you've got it lined up in the right spot to get the opening on the side that you want it to be on. And we're just going to put our adhesive on these little flaps. And I don't decorate the bottom of this at all because it's never really seen. It's sitting on that. So now you can see you've got a pocket with the opening on the right. Okay? So then, again, with your brick red paper, cut an 11 by 5 1/2 and score it in half. And this is the little insert that goes in this pocket. And it goes in so that the fold is what shows on the outside. Okay? So there's that. Now I'm going to cut my designer papers and we'll come back and do the next step. I just thought I'd show you very quickly how to cut up your 12 by 12 cut apart sheet. So the first thing you do is cut the border off the right hand side. Then what I did was I cut from the left over to this 4 by 4, and I leave this with the postage stamps all as one strip. Then I cut down and over, and I'm able to take out this 4 by 4. Then I cut all the way down on the left, and I take out the July and the everything for the fruit grower. Now you can easily trim off your tag, your ledger card, and then you just make one straight cut, and you keep these 3 tags and the 1, 2, 3 together as one piece. All right, so that is that. Okay, the next step is we're going to get this cover made. So find that piece of the teal cardstock that we set aside that is cut slightly larger than 5 3/4. And then from the bottom right-hand side of your 12 by 12 Flourish paper, cut a slightly larger than 5 1/2 inch square. This is from the bottom right-hand side. And I have stitched mine onto my teal panel. That's totally optional. If you don't want to stitch, you might want to add some inking around the edges. Vintage distressed tea dye is a good option for that. Then from your 12 by 12, take that raspberry image that you cut out, mat it on some of your brick colored cardstock. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. One moment. And then find your everything for the grower tag. I have a little watering can charm, and I put this on a jump ring. I've got a little length of this 3/8 inch red houndstooth ribbon and a little flower. So what we're going to do is we're going to line our tag up right here in the corner of our image. And then we're just going to take our punch and punch a hole through. We're going to take our ribbon, run our ribbon through the hole, take our watering can on the jump ring and run that through the ribbon, just like that. All right. And we're just going to tie a little bow up here in the corner. So once that's all done, position your little tag where you want it to be. Make sure your little watering can, there we go, that's so cute. And now come in with your adhesive. And we want to place this right here so that we kind of have this right triangle here. Just like that, okay? Then go into your 8x8 pad and cut out your July ledger sheet. And I've backed mine with some foam. And this is going to go just like this. Try and get this position just so. There we go. Then in my stash, I had this really cute bee clock. I think you can get these at Rene Bouquets. And if you can't, then you can check Butterbee Scraps. But this is going to go, oops, right here, like this, okay? So there's that. And, okay, the next thing is take your, how does your garden grow? Well, no, actually, the next thing is find this strawberry tag, and I've put foam tape on the right-hand side. And we're going to line this up right along here. Then the Rene Bouquets flower lady, and I put foam tape on her, is going to go right here. Then this little strawberry tag, we're going to tuck in right under her elbow, just like this. And I've tied a teeny tiny bow with our houndstooth. It's going to go right here. And then I found a tiny teal button to go on top of the knot. So there's that. Now you can come in with your How Does Your Garden Grow? And we want this to kind of tuck in under here, and I've put foam tape on the back. So just tuck this in, just like that. And then I have these flowers. These are slightly different than the other flowers, but still really, really beautiful. And I'm going to glue this large one here. And this smaller one back behind it. All right. Oh yeah, this little flower goes on top of the bow on this tag, just like that. And then underneath this flower, I've got this little everything for the grower sticker. And this is going to go sort of under the flower and right along there. Very cute. And then we don't really need this leaf. We'll set that aside. So that's the cover, all right? And you can just set this aside. We'll attach this later, but I wanted to get all those elements taken care of. The next thing we're going to do is our little insert for our hidden pocket. So find your July ledger sheet, and I want you to trim 1/4 inch off this side and 3/8 off this side. And you're going to end up with a 5 3/8 inch piece to fit on your 5.5 inch folio. Note that the fold is at the top. That's because this sticks out of that side pocket and we want the July title to show. So this goes right here, just like that. And then go onto your sticker sheet and find this little blue border. Oops. All right. And this is going to go right along the bottom. It's a perfect fit, okay? Now we're going to work on the inside. So find your 8x8 July Flourish page and trim the bottom to a height of 5 1/4, but leave it the 8 inches wide. Put this piece aside in your scraps. Score this at 5 1/4 and fold to make a flap. And this is going to go on the top. Then find that strip of the little tags from the 12x12. Score in between each tag. Then fold this 1, 2, 3 back behind and accordion fold the rest. Place adhesive on this little tab and glue it down right here. So see, now you can pull it out this way and you can pull it out this way. And then use your little paper clip to hold that in place. Open this out and find the itty bitty tag from the 8x8 and tuck it under right there. Okay, go to your 12x12 and I want you to cut a 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 inch piece. And this is actually upside down, see? That's so that you can flip this and your pocket is right side up. Does that make sense? So I just cut this like this, but then when you score it, you're going to score it at this 2 inches on the right so that this pocket on the left, so the pocket will flip up. And then go into your 8x8 and find your little strip of border strip. Put adhesive along the top. And then just wrap your tabs around the back and that holds your pocket in place, but you still get full use of your pocket. And then this whole piece glues down on the bottom. Just like this. And then put in this pocket your ledger card. And I left these little sentiments on there. And this little 2x2 of the raspberries. That goes in that pocket. Up here, we're going to come back and we're going to add a pocket, but I have to do other steps first. So for right now, just set this inside your hidden pocket. And some of you have contacted me. It doesn't tuck all the way in there. It sticks out, right? So it'll go all the way in for storage, which is nice. But when you have it out on your desk, it's just going to go in just that far so that the July title shows. Okay? So you've got another piece of 12 by 12, and I want you to trim this to just over 5.5 inches by slightly over 3 1/4. And this is what we're going to use to line the top of our pocket. And we're using the floral print here. So this is going to go just like that. Then down on the pocket, this is from also the 12 by 12. This is a little piece that's left over. This is also just over 5.5, and it's 1 3/4 inches tall. And we're going to put the brick red text down here. And we're centering this up with the bottom and the sides. And then to cover the gap at the top, find the border from your 12 by 12. I've backed mine with some chipboard to give it a little elevation to act as the stopper. But you can use foam tape if you wish. And this goes right here. And then in the pocket, we're going to take our July ledger page. And we're going to line up here and just fold it. And stick this in the pocket along with this pretty image. And that finishes the inside there. Now on the top, we'll go ahead and get this done. This is also from the, this is the 8 by 8. And this is just a little piece that you have left. And then this is going to glue on the top. And again, we're centering this up, bottom and sides. And then come in with that piece of green sticker from your sticker sheet. There you go. Okay. So there's that. Then you've got this little piece of chipboard. Put adhesive just on the end like that and put it right in the middle. Bring in this strip of little tags and they just tuck underneath. And I'm not going to tuck them all the way because I don't want to get into that wet adhesive, but you get the idea. Then below that, we've got a just over 5.5 by 2 3/4 inch piece of the 12 by 12, and we want to glue so that the text side is up this time, just like that. And then find this sweet little image from your 8 by 8 and put just the thinnest little bit of adhesive, just enough to hold it in place, right? You can see I'm hardly putting any on. And that's not a thunderstorm, that's my trash, guys. This becomes a pocket. And we're going to take this strip of postage stamps and greetings and tuck this in here. All right. And our little cut apart tag in there as well. So that finishes that. Now let's come down and finish the pocket. So I've just cut out my little postage stamp from the 12 by 12 postage stamps. I'm going to take this leaf. I've left the stem really long. And what I'm going to do here is just wrap it around my pick tool to create the little squiggles that are so pretty. All right, so just like that. Okay. And I have these leaves. I'm gonna glue these leaves down so they're right here. Then I'm gonna come in. This time I'm using the big flower is the red flower. This is going to go right here. Then this white flower is going to tuck underneath it like that. And let's take this leaf. Tuck it in here so we have our little squiggle showing. And then tuck our postage stamp in like that. And we're going to take this wee red rose. We're just going to put it right here. So there we go. Pretty, pretty. I've tied my bow with the 3/8 inch houndstooth. Check. I'm going to tuck it right in here. All right, then over here, I've got this sweet little silver key. This is going to go right here. And then I've threaded some little vintage buttons from my stash. So that finishes all of this. And now to put your cover on, you only place the adhesive on the flap. The reason I do this is otherwise I always glue over that flap and I lose the easel mechanism. So I've just trained myself to do it this way. I'm going to center this up so that everything looks even and press that into place. I think I can safely tuck that in there a little more securely now. There we go. And there you have it. Perfect. All right. So now we'll pull this out and we can finish the inside with the bits and bobs that we have left. Okay, now we can finish our little tuck-in folio. So you should have your strip of postage stamps from the 12 by 12. Go ahead. And cut the little sentiment tags and put "How does your garden grow?" here. And down here on the pocket, put "It's summertime." Flip this open. And down here on the bottom, we're going to glue down "Let's celebrate." Then you've got this one big piece of the 12 by 12 left. This measures, hold on, 3 by just a hair over 6. So score a 1/2 inch flap on the left-hand side, the top and the bottom. And this is going to become our little side pocket. We're going to center this up here. And then you should have this border strip left. And I'm just going to mark this with my pencil where I want to trim it. And I want to glue this down along this edge with the blue facing out. All right, and that's a little pocket. You can put some 4x4 photo mats in there, and then we're just going to stack up our pretty postage stamps like this. All right. And you can take, you can just tuck this in here if you want, along with these little stamps, kind of like a little stationery bundle. And then this all folds up and goes inside our pocket, just like that. So there you are, guys. July Time to Flourish, all finished up. Absolutely beautiful, great gardening theme. Got your red, white, and blue, or brick, cream, and teal to kind of go with the holiday decor that you might have in your home. So that is it for July. I'll be back next month with August. Thank you so much for joining me, Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design. Please remember to give this video a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you along for the journey. I'm going to clean up my mess and go get my craft on. Bye.